Sonja here from Success Fitness. Thank you, Raw Roads, for sponsoring this class. And today we're going to be doing a full body conditioning class. So what we're going to need is a mat, some water, and a set of dumbbells, water bottles, soup cans. You know the drill, right? And if you have a couple different weights, like 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, 12 pounds, and up, then definitely grab or have them handy so that you can switch back and forth if you feel that you can work with the heavier or lighter weight. All right, so we're going to start with a nice little warm-up. So we're just going to tap your legs, your toes out each side. At the same time, we're going to reach it up across the body. Ready? Let's go. So I'm going to reach it across, reach it across. So we're just going to do this for 1 minute, right? We just want to get your body sort of prepared, moving, and looking forward for the fun to come, yeah? I would also like you to think about on why you're here today. All right, so what is your goal? What are your intentions? And I want you to take the next 45 minutes and stick with that. So mentally focus yourself. Don't just do this because, or do it with distractions, because then it also will defeat the whole purpose, right? So you want to take your 45 minutes out of your day and focus on yourself. Think about the goals, why you're doing this, why are you here, and go from there. And I love to hear about that. So message on Facebook or on YouTube. 4, 3, 2, let's hold it right here. We're gonna squat one narrow, step to the right, squat one wide, come back narrow, down, other side, and wide. Yeah, so let's keep alternating that. And again. Right, so if we can start thinking about why we're doing this, and for some of us, it might just be a mental, something that we do mentally to stay grounded and mentally healthy, plus the physical aspect of things, right? It can also be a combination of things where you kind of go, you know what, I need to gain some muscle, gain some strength, I have injuries I'm trying to overcome, or some imbalances, or I am here because I would like to lose body fat or weight, then that is what I need to focus on. 4, 3, 2, and time. We're going to do a reverse lunge. Opposite arm reaches across. Let's switch. Reverse lunge, reaching it across, and switch. Good work. Reaching it across, and switch. Nice work. Reaching it to the top, right? So I like you to bend into it a little bit, away from that back leg. Down we go, reaching it over and on top. And again, reaching it up and over. Good work. How are we doing? Whew. Keep going. Down and reach. And again, down and reach. Perfect. Down and reach. Give me a few more. And reach. Good. And again, down and reach. Good work. We want to hydrate through the class. And when I say that, I don't mean necessarily that you need to drink a ton of water through the class. One more. And done. We're going to take it back to the center. Let's give me another set of those taps and reaches. And now let's take it across the body. There we go. Let's take it back to the top. Let's reach it. Right? So we want to get that temperature up. So when we're saying keeping hydrated, it's more about hydrating through the day, upcoming to any activity that you're doing. So that means any day, right? Because we want to be active most days of the week. So we want to be prepared for that. And of course, as the weather gets warmer, we want to also think about how much that sort of takes from our bodies, and we want to replenish. Keep going. Across for 4. Let's take it up for 4. Come on. Are we feeling a little bit warmer? I'm feeling warmer. 4, taking it across the chest. Good work. One more time up. Good. And hold it right here. Squat it 1 narrow, 1 wide. 1 narrow, 1 wide. Good job. Down 1 narrow, 1 wide. You got this. Narrow, 1 wide. Yes. Narrow, 1 wide. Good work. Narrow, one wide. Just trying to get warmed up through the core, through the hips, moving the body a little bit within the shoulders. So we always want to think about not necessarily the workout to come, but when it says full body conditioning, we kind of want to get the whole body ready, and more so just getting that temperature increased. Good, so that we're coming into the class nice and safe. Down, and again, down, and again. Give me 10 more seconds. Good. And again, last 4, 3, 2, and time. Back to the reverse lunges. Taking it down, taking it across, and the other side. Down, taking it across, other side. Down, across, bending that back leg. Good work. You got this. Whew. Right, so another great week of classes. Today, full body conditioning. If you're following me along every day, tomorrow, I'm actually planning on a little bit of kettlebell, but you can also do that with a dumbbell, right? Keep going, 15 seconds. So any class that we're doing online can be altered with another tool. And that's what makes this so great, because you're really learning that anything is possible in a class, meaning intensity or changing the exercise to your needs. And done. Good. I'm going to take both hands behind, opening up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Good work. We're feeling a little bit warmer? A-okay, right? So for our first circuit, we're going to be focusing on lower body. For our second circuit, we're going to focus on the upper body. And for our third circuit, we're going to focus on our good old core. So lower body, we're going to need your heavier dumbbell. We're only going to need one of them. If you do not have a dumbbell, again, we've talked about this, you can use a jug with some rocks in it, sand in it, water in it. You could use a water bottle, yeah? So let's have some water to start off, just to hydrate. And what I'd like you to do is you're going to keep the dumbbell in front of you, sort of resting it on the palm of your hands. Get your feet a little bit wider, shoulders down and back, and we're going to do a goblet squat. We're going to do this for 45 seconds. Ready? And go. We're going to sit back and coming back up. Exhale out on the way up. Inhale on the way down. I really want you to think about keeping your chest lifted, right? So we're not just hinging from the hips. And we also don't want to feel this in your knees. And if you find this uncomfortable with the knees, maybe don't go as low. Or really think about wiggling those toes in your shoes. If you can wiggle your toes, that means all your weight is forward in your toes, okay? Pressing it up. We got 15 more seconds, and push. Good, inhale, exhale, squeezing it up. We got this. Good work. 4, 3, 2, and time. We're gonna take your dumbbell in your right hand. Left foot is forward, right foot is back, tapping your toes down only. We're gonna stagger one-legged deadlift, okay? So dumbbell is in the opposite hand of your front leg. We're gonna stretch it down as far as you can go, pulling it back up. Because we're staggering your feet and not lifting that back leg, you're gonna find it takes a little bit more of a stretch to get you down and lift. So that back foot is only tapping lightly, okay? So don't put your weight back into that back foot and feel the stretch off that front leg, okay? Tilting into it. Now your back should be nice and flat. There should be no rounding there. 15 more seconds. I feel that nice stretch in my left hamstring and pressing into my heel, right? So no stress. I don't lock my knees right out. There's always going to be a soft bending, just a tiny bit in that left knee. Let's switch it. Opposite hand, opposite foot, shoulders down and back. Again, this back foot is just lightly touching. Front heel, balance, dig it in, ready, and go. So stretching into it, pressing it back up. Stretching into it, pressing it up. So notice my front leg has a small little bend, right? We're not bending like a squat, but I'm also not going to lock it right out. Back foot is supporting you. 30 more seconds. How are we doing with this? Stretch. And you might even find that one side is a lot more balanced. And again, remember that back foot is only tapping. It's not helping, right? Down we go. And press. You're looking awesome. 10 more seconds. We got this. Down and stretch. Pressing it up. Good. 4, 3, 2, and time. We're going to take that dumbbell to the side. We're going to do some squat jumps. If you can touch the ground, hopping it together, touching it with the other hand, and together. You don't have to hop if you can't or don't want to. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Down, hop. Down, hop, yeah? So a little cardio segment. Down, getting that heart rate going. And again, down, hopping it in. Down, hopping it in. Down, good. Down, down. If you want to go faster, you can start picking it up. Down, 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 down. 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. And time. Good. Grab that dumbbell, goblet squats. Second round. You got this. Shoulders down and back. 45 seconds on. Ready, set. In 4, 3, 2, and go. Feels good. This is where you get to catch your breath. If you can touch your elbows on top of the thighs, give that a go. Good. Every time I come up, I give my glute a little extra squeeze at the top. Make it work. Come on. Squeeze it. Good. Squeeze it. 20 more seconds. 15 seconds. 10 more seconds. We got this. 4, 3, 2, and time. Staggering your feet. Front leg is taking all the weight. Back foot is tapping down. Softening the leg a little bit. Hand has the dumbbell in your opposite hand. Ready, set, and go. Stretching into it. Make sure your back stays flat. Don't round into it. And push. When we're hinging forward, your weight is in your heel and it's traveling up that hamstring into that glute. If your lower back bothers you here, I do need you to take a look here. Maybe you have a mirror. Maybe you can see yourself in your screen there. Whatever you need to do, but maybe take a look on what your technique and form actually looks like. Maybe after the class, do it in front of a mirror and see what you're actually doing, okay? Is your back flat? Keep going, front leg is taking away. Not your back one, come on, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Over to the other side, staggering that foot, standing on your front leg, straight leg, but not quite locked, yeah? And that's a tough one. Tucking the toes in, right? So just lightly touching that back foot, ready, and go. See, I have no balance on this side today. You know, it's funny how one day can be so different than another, right? Where some days you're like, oh yeah, this is amazing, and I got all this great energy and balance, and then other days you're like, what happened? Where'd it go? And lift. Good. Back foot is not helping, it's just helping you balance, but it's not helping with lifting you back up. That's your glute. All glute and hamstring. Good. Exit out of press. 10 more seconds. We got this. Good work. And lift. Woo. And time. Good. Jump squats. How are we feeling? We're feeling a little bit more focused on that goal of yours, right? Again, why are we here? What's the intention? What are we trying to work on? 4, 3, 2, and go. Low impact. You're right here. You don't have to hop, but I do want you to sit back. If this is too low, just come down onto your quads. So again, anything can be altered. hopping it up, right? And if you're doing a hop, you can go in and then hopping it wide. Yeah? Keeping that cardio going at the same time. Good work. You got this. 15 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. One more set. Whew. I didn't know which finger to use there. All right, goblet squat. Feet go a little wider. Shoulders down to back. Catch your breath on this one. Ready? And go. Third round. Come on, squeeze your bum. You're almost halfway there. Right? Easy peasy. Good. And lifting it through. 30 more seconds. Keep that chest lifted. Woo. Push in your heels. And still wiggle those toes, right? In your shoes. Quads, glutes. Come on. Fire them up. Let's go. 15 seconds. Woo. And press. Exhale, lift. We got this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. One foot staggers forward, one foot taps the toe down. Shoulders down and back. Stay within your heel. Staggered, one-legged deadlift. In 4, 3, 2, and go. Balance. Stretching into it. Stay in that heel. Make that glute work, right? If you feel this knee on my back, maybe don't go as low. And again, as I was saying before, take a look on what you're doing that could possibly cause your back to feel uncomfortable. Good work. Inhale down. Exhale, pressing it up. Give me 15 more seconds here. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Good. Opposite leg forward, tapping that back foot down. Keep that balance going. Give yourself that little break. Take advantage of it. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Sinking into it, squeeze your bum. Come on. And lift. Good. And lifting it up. Good job. Pressing into that heel. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your bum. Exhale and push. You got this. Ah, feels so good. 20 more seconds. Feels so good to work out, right? And press. Feels so great to know what your body's capable of doing. 10 more seconds. Keep that back nice and flat. You're just hinging from the hips. It's not rounding. You're not reaching for the toes. And release. Good. Jump squats. The last one. Woo. All right. Squatting it wide, tapping it down, hopping it together if you want to do the hop. Okay? In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Good job. Woo. 30 seconds. 15 seconds. Hang with me. Come on. 10 more seconds. We got this. Woo. 5 more seconds. And time. Oh yes, shake it out. Grab some water. We're gonna move to the upper body. All right, moving to the upper body. We're gonna do standing on one leg, bicep curl, one front, one wide. So choose a dumbbell that you can do that with. Then we're gonna go into a row, tricep kickback. Okay, again, Choose your weapon. And then from there, we're going to do jumping jacks. 3 sets through. So, we're going to do upper, upper, upper. So you could totally start with a heavier dumbbell and then switch, okay? We're going to be standing with your left leg on your first set, then on your right leg. Actually, let's do right first. I always do right everything. You don't have to. Palms facing forward. Bicep curls. 1 narrow, 1 wide. Ready? Let's go. And then 1 out. Yeah? 1 front, 1 wide. 1 front, 1 wide. If the balance is an issue here, just tap that foot lightly down the opposite leg that we're not putting all the weight on. Okay, and again, 20 more seconds. You got this. Keep that balance. And every time we switch the dumbbells from the front to the side, that's when we're challenging our balance a little bit here. Come on. 10 more seconds. Ooh, what is going on with my left today? 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. Hinging forward from the hips. We're going to do a row, tricep kickback, and release. Okay? Keep all your weights on your hips. 4, 3, 2, and go. Row, kick it back, and release. And release. 90, kick it, 90, release, yeah? So every time we're lifting it up though, I want you to think about those upper back muscles, right? So squeeze the shoulder blades, kick it back, and release. And release. And release. We got this. And again. 15 seconds, come on. Woo. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Jumping jacks, okay? Low impact, you're just tapping it out. Higher impact, you're gonna do that hop. Completely up to you, which level of jumping jacks. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Good. Big arms, big legs, low impact. You're right here. Good. Awesome job. Come on. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. Don't quit on me now. Having that said, if you feel that your fitness level is a certain level right now where you cannot do all 3 sets, don't get me wrong, you need to adjust the workouts to your needs. So if you're a beginner, maybe you only do 1 round of each segment and done. And then as you progress, moving on to the second and then the third round. So that's why it's always good to come back to some of these videos. Okay, stand on your left leg. Ready? Bicep curl to the front, 1 wide. Ready? And go. Front and wide. Good. So if you started with me online in March, perhaps you can go back to some of those classes and you might even go back to a couple were difficult. So maybe mark them. And then you can go back there and see how you've been doing and how your improvement has been going, right? Or let's say you've only been following more the Monday, Friday classes, but kind of not ready for Thursdays, more the high interval type things. Let's see, give it a go. You don't know until you try, right? Keep going. 1 more, and release. Good. Hinging forward into that row, tricep kickback, yeah? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Row kickback. Good work. And again, keep those arms nice and close to your body when you're rowing it up. Kick it back. So your elbow should be a little bit higher than your rib cage. Okay? And again. Awesome work. And again. Good. Pump it. I love working my triceps because you can feel them working. Right? That's one reason for sure. Make sure you don't feel this in your lower back, right? So put all your weight in your heels. 10 more seconds. Good. And again, kick it back. Last 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. Jumping jacks. Woo. And it's okay to switch back and forth with weights too. Play with it, right? Because you might surprise yourself where you're like, oh, no idea I could do it with that weight. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Come on, big arms, big legs. A nice soft landing with those feet. 30 more seconds. No impact. Yeah? Woo! Let's go. And if you have shoulder injuries or shoulder weaknesses, could you just have your arms in front? Of course you can, right? Again, alter it to where you need it to be. 4, 3, 2, and time. Bicep curls. 1 narrow, 1 wide. Yeah? Okay. We're going to be standing back on your right foot. Halfway through, we're going to stand on your left foot. All right. Ready? And go. 1 front, 1 side. 1 front, 1 side. Notice I tap my back foot down if I need to, but so lightly. Good job. And again. And side. Let's switch legs. Don't stop though. Just switch it over. And side. I'm definitely more balanced today on my left. Not sure what is up with that, but this is just a prime example that sometimes you can't explain it. Good. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and time. All right. Row, tricep kick back. You got this. Whoo. In 4, 3, 2, and time. Row. And down. Hands go close in. Yeah? Careful of that lower back. If it gets too much, come up a little bit higher. The problem with too high is that we can't do a proper row, right? So how could we alter this? Well, you could do 1 arm at a time and then hang onto the wall with the other hand for now, right? And then maybe do 1 set 1 arm, 1 set the other arm, and then maybe do half and half on your 3rd set until you feel stronger in that lower back. Good work. And the only way we're going to get stronger back there is by utilizing those muscles properly. And time. Good. Jumping jacks. Last one. Ooh, my hands are sweaty. All right. How are we doing there? We're almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's jack it out. Soft landing. 15 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. You got this. Yeah? Woo! High five. Nice work. Let's have some water. Okay. We're going to take it down on the mat, and we're going to take it down for the good old core. Yay? So we're going to use a dumbbell or your water bottle. So again, depending on what you have handy. And we're going to start off in a V position. And again, we can make this harder or easier. So what I'd like you to do is have your feet supported, lean back slightly, take your dumbbell, and we're just going to take it hip to hip. If it feels too much, then maybe take the dumbbell right out of the equation and then see If you can do it without, come up a tiny bit higher. We'll also support the lower back. If all that is too easy, feet come up and you're gonna stay here. If you have a Bosu ball, you could maybe add that to it, right? Be creative. Ready, set, and go. Good. Too high? Feet down. Come up a little bit more. Support your lower back. And as we all know, my lower back is a chronic issue. So I just have to be careful, listen to my body. Doesn't mean I can't do it. I just have to find the right intensity for the day. So when I say that, what that means is when you have injuries or any sort of challenges with your body, sometimes it's just a matter to adjust it for the day, because you will have good days where you're able to do more, and some bad days where maybe it's not as good of an idea. All right, legs straight up. Dumbbells in your hands. We're gonna curl it up, reaching for the shoelaces. Ready, set, and go. Come up as high as you can, okay? Come on, right to the shoelaces. And that's a great way of gauging your body too, right? Knowing that you're gonna have good days and bad days. And on the good days, you push a little harder, not too crazy though. And on the bad days, you still try and maybe pull back. But don't not do it, don't get discouraged, right? Sometimes you have to work through certain things so long as it's in reason. Be mindful, you know your body best to know what you can and cannot do, but sometimes we'll hold ourselves back too mentally, right? Especially when we've experienced any sort of trauma to the body. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good work. We're gonna go over to the front. We're gonna go in a plank position. We're gonna do 2 shoulder taps and then 2 jumping jacks, okay? So hands are gonna be right here. Ready? 2 shoulder taps. 1, 2, 2 jacks. Oop. And again. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Okay, I'm not in the right position. Keep going, don't you stop. Just because Sonja doesn't know where she's supposed to be doesn't mean you stop. All right. Tap, tap, 2 jacks. Tap, tap, 2 jacks. Tap, tap, 2 jacks. And time. So for the jacks, you can also do a tap and tap. So you could do tap, tap, and tap, tap. You can totally do that too. Back to the V-sit. All right. Heels supporting your back, lifting your feet off the ground. You decide now. Ready? And go. Hip to hip. Could you go lower down to the floor with your dumbbell, like literally touching it to the ground, touching it to the ground? Yes, you can. Again, if that is not what you normally do, or this is not a normal exercise for you, then I don't suggest it right off the bat, because that's how I hurt my back originally. Okay, that's where it started. So do not go further, because this is working your core. That doesn't mean you have to be here, right? So yes, it's going to work your core maybe differently, a little harder, but it doesn't mean that that's where you have to go. 4, 3, 2, and time. Legs straight up, dumbbell in your hand, right above your head, reaching for the shoelaces. Keep holding it here. Push that belly button right in so that the lower back is nice and safe. In 4, 3, 2, and go. And when we have these little 15-second breathers, if you feel like you don't need it, just go right into it. Right? So that's another thing too. Like if you don't need that big of a break in between, not that 15 seconds is a big break, but there's no reason that you can't just go for it. Okay? Keep going. Good work. You got this. Awesome job. Pushing it up. 15 more seconds. And again. Good. 10 more seconds. Last 4, 3, 2, and time. Good job. I'm going to turn you over. Plank with your shoulder tap. It's like I'm a dog. I keep going in circles, not knowing where I'm supposed to be. Ready? Set. 2 shoulder taps. 1, 2. Jacket. 2 shoulder taps. Now notice on the shoulder tap, I try not to move my hips. Okay? Shoulder, shoulder. On the jacks, I'm trying to keep my hips level with my shoulders. Here's your other level. Shoulder tap. Okay? So you don't have to hop. If it gets too much on your legs or on your back, you can also drop it. Tap, tap, come up, tap, tap, and done. Good work. One more round? I think so. Right? Yeah. This is 3, right? Not 4. I think it's 3. If it's 4, well, good on us. All right. Leaning back, ready, and go. Hip to hip. This is our last one. Come on. So notice I pick it up a little bit. You can slow it down a little bit. You decide. Come on. Push it. Feet off the ground. Feet on the ground. Lean more back if you want it harder. Right? But pull that belly button in. Keep your lower back safe. Resting on my butt cheeks, not on my tailbone. That's another thing, right? So sometimes people go, oh, my tailbone. It's like then you're not sitting on the right part of your body there. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Legs up, lying on your back. Woo. Pushing that lower back in. Grab your dumbbell above your head. Legs strap to the ceiling so your lower back stays nice and safe. Ready? And go. Reaching for the shoulder shoelaces. Come on. And again. Good work. We got this. Good, 15 seconds. Last 10. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. Flipping it over on your hands. If your wrists are starting to get sore, you can also take it right down onto your elbows and then tapping the shoulders from here. Ready, set, and go. Tap, tap, and again. Tap, tap. Right? So many different versions. Don't stop. Keep going. Right? So with anything, like even if that would bother you, maybe try just the plank. Right? You don't have to keep moving. You don't have to put yourself in a position where it's going to be straining or hurting your body. Okay? Keep going. 5 more seconds. And time. Good. Let's go down into your child's pose, arms extended. And breathing into it. Ah. Good work. We're going to turn over onto your back. We're going to take one leg, crossing it over the other. We're going to reach through that leg with a nice little figure 4. Push your elbow right against the inside of that bent leg and go a little deeper into it by pulling that leg that you have in your hands there a little closer towards you. Nice and engage through those hips, right? So we want to feel a stretch right in there. Give it that nice squeeze. Awesome work. And release. Switching it to the other side. Cross that leg over. So stretching is a huge part to being fit, healthy, and balanced, okay? So the stretching after the classes, as I said before in many classes, we never do enough of it. So take a little bit more time after the classes, an extra few minutes, and get a little deeper into these stretches, okay? Good, we're gonna take both knees into your chest and give yourself a gentle rock side to side. If it's not comfortable with your knees, just take your hands behind your knees and give them a little bit of support by wedging behind. Rock it out, it's like you're massaging through that lower back, hugging them in. Good work. We're gonna let one leg fully go. Opposite hand grabs the outside of this knee. Take it across, get a little bit more across that lower back. Deep breathing. I love stretching. And release. Opposite leg, 90-degree angle. Grab that knee to the outside. Pulling it across. Hold it. Awesome job. And back to the center. We're going to use one of your legs to come up into a seated position. We're going to cross those legs over. And we're going to take one arm across the chest. Just getting a little bit of that shoulder release there. It's not a deep stretch by any means. Good. We're going to take that same hand behind you with the opposite hand. Give it a little bit of push. Walking those fingertips down your spine. If you want it a little deeper, you can do this. Grab the top of that elbow, lean a little bit towards that side. And release. Opposite leg, opposite arm goes across. Right, so again, just a little bit of a shoulder release there. Awesome work. And then taking that same hand behind, walking it down your spine, pushing on that tricep, or grabbing the top, leaning into it, going a little deeper so this also gets into the lats. Awesome work. And releasing it down, rolling those shoulders out. We're going to slowly come into a standing position, and I'm going to give those quads a little stretch. So sliding my hand down to my ankle, pulling that leg back. If that's too much for you, put your foot on the chair. Opening up that shoulder and pressing the foot into your hand, pushing that hip forward. Good work, and release. Opposite side, sliding that hand down, grabbing that leg, opening up that shoulder, pulling the knee slightly back, opening it right up, pushing your hip forward. And release. Give me a nice deep breath, reaching it tall. Exhaling it out. Good work. Gonna get it one more time. Inhale up. Make yourself nice and tall on your tippy toes. Reach it up there. You did it. Good work. Excellent work. High five. You did a great job. My name is Sonja from Success Fitness, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow for more fun, yeah?